Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Attack! Yellow! Charlie!
Mahomes going to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Hey, Sunday. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Here we go, G. Bravo!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down. Yellow. I got him.
On first down, it's Hines. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cut. Alert 3.
Here's McCaffrey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Tighten up. Pull together. SOS.
Hurry.
Switch.
5.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Shouting through the defense. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Check tight end.
Ready, go. Ready.
2nd and 5. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
Go. 58. Mike. 6. Pull it high. Jumper.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Match box, right.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Leo! Get it!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
On the ball. Ready?
Here's Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
This is McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike. Yellow. I've got little lane. Attack, attack. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Hayward. Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. I'm coming.
From the 39, Mahomes. They'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
36.
This is Hines. And he's got some space here. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch the screen. Let's go.
Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first.
Yellow. 180. Ricky.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey,
15.
They'll run with McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Chargers' 15-yard line.
Wait. I've got 180. 15.
tackles. Routine Smith. Shit.
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On third down, Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th and 1.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes takes it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going to
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
under 50. Yellow.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Mark 49. In your face.
Hey, 43, 15.
Check.
They run with Hines. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Being chased out left. He's going to run, but and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
They don't want it, boys. They don't want it. They don't want it.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's not going to get me.
Mahomes now to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for it all. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Ready up.
Go 58 to the mic. Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, box drop. Fire.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Switch it. Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Double time. 3 down. Check right 30.
Hey, lock it.
Run. Check 4.
Hey, echo.
Check.
Coming. Shoot.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 13 yards.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Shift. Look at me. Go.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Gordon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
Here we go. 90s Wolf.
Check 47. I'm coming after you. Check 3.
X3. 218. Chop.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Check right.
47 right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Chiefs,
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Set the tone, defense. 15. Defense, let's go. Buzz, 49, guys. Mike, 49. 3 buzz.
Mahomes going to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, 57.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion, because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you...
He's got daylight. The 40. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Chargers touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, G.
57.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, go going.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
H3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Come on. Check 31. Check 30.
Hey, 15.
Here's Hines. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Fight on these two. Let's go, Eddie.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Safety screen.
15.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Yellow.
Scene 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
15.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Delta.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes dancing to his left.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Yellow.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Attack.
Plus 40 by 7. Let's go.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
15, yellow.
49 to Mike. I got one.
Wow.
Move. 49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Melvin Ingram bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey,
2.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go.
2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Set. 18 Gator.
Hey, man.
Hey, wahoo. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Sweep.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Rabbit.
Chopper. Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Trey Burton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. Past the trot, there goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He's supposed to retire. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Now.
Banjo. 58, right over there.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run it here with Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yellow.
He's the mark. Here we go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 33.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion.
Check 43.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Fight on these two. 180.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Hey, Sunday. Attack.
Exit.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing
Yellow.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, man. Get away from him. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
43.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
49, guys. Mike.
Hey, 15. To the ball, to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gordon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Taco Charlton in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.